Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Trash Talk. I'm here with a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I am Lerix, fellow commentary YouTuber in the scene.
Well, I feel like a lot of people, if they're interested in small commentary, will not to like sort of like suck your cock, would sort of know who you are, right? Like I feel like last year you were very prevalent within small commentary. You were almost seen as like this upcoming new Leafy, right? Um, for you, like, and of course, I feel like a lot of people, of course, will know as well. You took a lot of breaks from commentary, right? Like, I feel like that's been like a meme or like an ongoing thing, right? You
Yeah.
recently came back. How long do you think? Like, are you trying to come back properly now, or what's your plan coming back now?
Yeah, so like basically, I mean, you're right. Well, past almost like year or so, maybe not exactly, but kind of like year or so. I've been bipolar on whether or not I want to come back or not, resulting in like a lot of announcement videos, which is where I fucked up because like if you're gonna come back and something I'm doing this time around, if you're gonna come back, you can't do a thing where you like make it a big announcement. Where you're like, guys, I'm back, and then
Yeah.
leave like three times in a row because at that point that just gets like omega cringe shit.
Hmm.
So like now, since I know like my word kind of has no weight, I'm just like slowly just making content, and over time, I'm going to just like upload daily for months or so, and then people will finally like be able to, I guess, earn the trust back, so to speak. But no, I am for the near future, and kind of just my plan is to be back in the commentary scene, just have some fun and make some good content.
Nigga, you're gay.
Yeah. Sorry about it. For you, for you, like, just coming back and making content, right? Of course, like you were very like I said at the episode, like beginning of the episode, right? You were very like prevalent within small commentary, right? I believe didn't Keemstar shout you out as well, like talk about you as well. You were very like this upcoming content creator within small commentary. Do you think that your position with that has almost changed, where you're now just like a commentator, right? You've got that sort of weight lifted off your shoulder, where there was a lot of eyes on you, of people almost saying like, "Oh, you're the next Leafy" or whatever. A lot of pressure from other people, and I don't know if that's every like something you've ever thought of before. But like, did that ever affect you when like people are like saying like you're the next big thing in commentary, the next Leafy and stuff? And how does it feel just being able to sort of be free with all that stuff and just do whatever you want?
Honestly, I think I enjoyed my position back then more than now. And I think it was a mistake
Hmm.
and that I fucked up by like taking all these breaks where if I would have just stayed consistent for like years now, kind of like 2 years consistently, that I would be much higher of a place and potentially have this specific channel as my career. Because yeah, as you said, I mean, I went on Keemstar's shit. He took me on Drama Alerts, and I was in talks with him. And it's like I don't think I really necessarily burned the bridge. Like me and Keemstar never had a falling out. It's just I quit, so we just cut contact. Also, my old Twitter got banned, so I don't have that like connection anymore. But I assume so if things go good in the future, that I'll be able to like earn my reputation and position back, if not even more than what I was in the past. But no, definitely not like I don't feel like a weight has been lifted. If anything, it's a regret, and I'm trying to get back to that position.
Well, I feel like as well, like in something that I do want to speak to you about, right? Is I feel like in the couple of weeks and maybe a month before, like you originally leaving, it was a very different time for like you and commentary in general. A lot of where people were bringing up a lot of like stuff that maybe you'd liked on Twitter, like even anime stuff as well. 'Cause I know you do run an anime channel, like an anime centric channel, which is doing like incredibly well. Like one of your most recent videos is like 20,000 views or whatever. Um, for you, like, is that channel now you've come back to commentary? Is that still like a passion project? Like, what are you doing with that? Because I know a lot of people were very much like every time you'd come back, they'd either mock that or like mock something else of you. Is that still something that you want to do as like a passion project more than your like a main instead of doing commentary and stuff?
Yeah, so the first thing you said was like people bringing up like the things I liked on Twitter. I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, that was a cringe arc of the Lerix saga of the Lerix life. I
Hmm.
disavow all those past actions because that was bad. And I was making some cringe tweets too. I disavow and I'm disassociating from that shit. That was bad. That was a
Hmm.
bad time frame. But no, I mean, I'm still planning on relatively uploading consistently on those anime channels because I am now like an adult and honestly I'm trying to make this my career. because now that I'm in college or going to be out of college soon because I might drop out or whatever. That's just my personal life stuff. But I'm trying to
Mhm.
make multiple things go where a commentary can bring some money in with this channel. My anime channels are bringing in pretty good money, and I just plan on continuing to grow those and earn money here and there and from multiple different places, you know.
Well, like I feel like for you, since like your original like run with commentary, a lot of stuff within commentary changed. When you were like uploading content, creating properly, YouTube Shorts were only like just like commentary at least were only just coming about. For you as like someone who's sort of like taken that break and like almost been like I want to say disassociated with commentary in general over the past couple of months, apart from like a couple of the little returns until now. Um, would you ever like use shorts? And I don't know what your opinion on shorts is, but like, would you ever use them as a tool to be able to grow your channel, or like, what's your just overall view on that?
To be honest, I'm not too familiar on how successful YouTube Shorts are, especially in somewhere like commentary, where eventually I might utilize it a little bit, but I've only heard
Mhm.
of a few cases where it would be able to like benefit, where I know like there's this channel called Just Pearly Things or whatever, not in commentary at all, but I know she
Mhm.
completely blew up based off of shorts. So it's like something I might try, but necessarily not my main focus, you know.
No, 100%, because I feel like as we spoke like a little bit about right at the beginning, like I said that you were like very prevalent, you were almost seen as this like commentary prodigy, right? I feel like of course with shorts have very much dominated commentary. You've seen like big commentators now like just blow up purely from shorts. Like you've seen content creators like Remy. There's other people with like a couple of million because of shorts commentary. Do you think commentary, as someone who was sort of disassociated with it and sort of come back now, is it in a worse spot, in your opinion, now than it was last year?
Oh shit, I actually have never even heard about these channels that have blown up using shorts. You said Vishremi or something? I think I
Yeah,
only recognize like Dumpy calling him out in like his chat, but is he like a recent commentary who's blown up off that shit?
yeah, he's like a very popular commentator. He's like his most popular video's got like short wise is 39 million views. He's got like nearly 6 million subscribers.
Six
And
million? Jesus Christ. Wait.
yeah, but to be fair, I didn't think you were this disassociated with it, so I can sort of give you a run up if you'd like. But with a lot of these shorts YouTubers, there are content creators. There's one in small commentary, who's sort of problematic, but he still did really well. Who just uploaded just sort of like this style that's been classed as like this Veshrami Vince Cuss style of short. And from just doing the exact same thing they're doing, but maybe even worse, that like him editing on his phone and stuff, he's managed to get 1 million subscribers of just doing nothing basically. Shorts commentary has really blown up in recent times. And yeah, like I do find it interesting that like you've almost like not become so disassociated that you don't almost know some of the stuff that's going on within commentary.
Yeah, I'm looking at this guy Vishremi's channel right now, and it seems like he has like 9 videos uploaded, where his videos still like do incredibly well, but they're like really short too. I feel like this is almost like I haven't seen his shorts, but it feels like just from me looking at this almost doesn't even feel like commentary. But I assume it's like a different aspect of commentary,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's almost like a different genre of commentary.
Yeah.
Sports commentary is like very split from normal regular commentary. Because I feel like it's captured the people that have almost like basically just sort of been born onto YouTube, of like where like Leafy was that for like a lot of people, right? He'd post like 10-minute videos or whatever, or 4 minute, right? Like long form commentary videos of the sort similar stuff that a lot of people within commentary do now, that were influenced by him. Vishremi and a lot of these people are for shorts of like getting people into a brand new genre of commentary and really growing it. And that's why I genuinely asked if you'd ever want to use shorts, because like I've seen a lot of people, especially from like smaller commentary creators, just absolutely blow up from YouTube Shorts.
I mean, shit, seeing this, maybe I have to think about it a little bit more. Yeah, I think I might give it a go. I'm not sure if necessarily my content would fit that like shorts genre, but maybe if I like cut it
Mhm.
up and edit it up a little bit, maybe I'll be able to see success on that. No, that's interesting though.
Yeah, 100%. And I feel like it almost shows as well that you genuinely have sort of been like, you've taken a step back from commentary, right? You've been focusing on your anime channels and passion projects and just focusing on your personal life as well. because I do know that when you were making one of your like comeback videos, I believe you were like doing stuff with your college and stuff, and you were really pushing hard on that. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I was just studying music in college and I'm focused on a lot of like connections and real life shit. So I just haven't been big in the commentary scene, you know.
Well, in regards to that, what changed for you to like be able to come back? Because it felt like you had like a very like a busy life going on like at the time when you were making that, right? I felt like when you did come back and you made the video, I don't know if this is something you want to talk about or you saw, but a lot of people were criticizing you for the way you dressed and stuff. Did you feel like you'd almost become like not a different person, but you'd like changed quite a bit since you started doing that commentary and started like being promoted by Keemstar and stuff? Or did you feel like the same person that was just sort of getting like hated on because you did leave?
It's been a weird response when I try to like come back here and there. I mean, there's a lot of I guess weird things people say, which I'm like all for, but it's just not the case. Where it's like when I came back, I saw like this whole bunch of shit where it's like Lerix looks emo and gay now, and
Yeah.
he left the internet again because he like turned trans. Where it's like, dude, like this is the kind of shit I like. I'm not gonna fucking get ass mad or complain about people making fun of someone else's appearance online. Like that's the shit that I built my semi small like channel on. You know what I mean? It's based off of
Mhm.
making fun of other people. So it's like that's not a problem at all. But it's just like that's not the reason I left. Like I didn't leave because I
Yeah.
got fucking bullied on my on how I look. Like I have to look at myself every day. Like I'm not scared of it or worried
Yeah.
about it. But shit, what was the second part of the question? Why I came back?
Yeah, like almost like how like when you came back, like your reaction to a lot of like the hate and like the people like hating on you, because I do feel like for you, like I feel like public perception on you changed heavily. I don't know if it's something you felt, but like I know from someone who was like friends with a lot of these smaller commentators and just commentators in general. I felt like the perception of you changed like heavily. It went from like a lot of people that were fans of you to like I know I've made these tweets and stuff of just like, oh, like Lerix has come back, like how long will it last and stuff. Like for you, like how did that like reaction of like people almost turning like affect you, or did it even affect you?
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely I definitely acknowledge like the twist or whatever where it's like there's multiple memes which is all like my own fault and my own actions where it's like the anime memes which is fine, but then like the Twitter likes memes, then like people are good and like they're justified in like shitting on me for that. And
Hmm.
also just like the memes of me coming back and being bipolar of like, hey guys, I'm back. Hey guys, I'm leaving now. So it's like, no, that's valid, and I get why a lot of people are annoyed with that aspects of like things I've done in the past or whatever. So that's why, just like nowadays, why when I come back, I don't want to make it like any like big thing, like, oh guys, I'm back for good, because I know my word doesn't hold much weight. So I'm just hoping like my actions and just making consistent good content will get me back to where I was and hopefully even higher, you know?
No, 100%. I get that. I feel like you took your breaks and you came back for whatever reasons, right? That's up to you, down to you. But I feel like the only way that people will ever really trust your word with that is if you show them that you're actually serious about commentary. And so far, from the stuff I've seen, you've been really pretty active the past week or so of like non-stop videos, just content. I spent a lot, especially a lot on Twitter to do with Tipster. For you, is that something you want to like continue, just being consistent?
No, absolutely. And it's fun as fuck, especially with like Tipster. That's like the funnest topic I've ever covered in my whole history of anything YouTube wise. Because
Hmm.
like those videos and like tweeting and memeing on him is the most like funny shit ever. But no, totally. I want to continue the process and unironically trying to build back. It sounds cringe because it's like really ambitious, but it's like build back commentary community in a sense. I mean, we got Leafy back. I know he's been talking to like people like Augie recently about how there's not
Hmm.
much of a community and how they want to bring it back and how I'm thinking similar things and everything. Tom Dark, he's running great shit on his second channel, consistent daily uploads and also live streaming. We just need people to like just work harder and we need to get some other good new faces in the scene to hopefully like blow it up. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. Because I feel like while you've been gone, that's been like a very topic that's been spoken about quite a bit. And for everyone that's come on the podcast, from like Tom's out, like Tucky Tom and Internet Anarchist, and people have spoken about that have come on the podcast. the common thing we've like all spoken about is the fact that it feels like there isn't necessarily a proper face of commentary at the moment. It feels like it's very divided, small commentary, bigger commentary, whatever you want to look at. It almost feels like a lot of it is very divided in the sense of its community. So hopefully, yeah, 100% that people start just come back, make content and stuff. Because if you told someone last year that Leafy and like a bunch of other people would be coming back and making commentary just in general, I don't think anyone would necessarily believe you.
Yeah. And honestly, I think my personal opinion on it is that even though Augie is like a small channel in the grand scheme of things, and he's like has 60, 50K subs, it almost feels like he kind of is the face, and like the show of RFC is the face of commentary, and like everyone else is kind of like orbiting around, even though they have way bigger channels like Diorio or even people like Turkey Tom. But hopefully just like getting more big faces and like prominent people in the scene and like interacting constantly. But we just need people working harder. Like Augie needs to stop being a lazy ass. I've been talking to him and it's
Yeah.
like, bro, you got to stream more. What the fuck are you doing? So like I think just consistent uploads, consistent streams from
Yeah.
everyone and everyone interacting and talking with each other and is going to make this sense of like community.
Well, no, 100%. I feel like that's been the issue with a lot of things recently, right? Is there's definitely been like a heavy, steep decline within the sense of content creation with the commentary. You don't see as many videos being posted in commentary or these big events, and that's something. Even though that my podcast, at least, is like smaller than my main channel and stuff, is something that I'm trying to do is at least try and bridge the gap between smaller content creators and the larger ones. Because I do feel like the sense of community has almost disappeared in recent times due to the lack of content creation or like the shorts and stuff like that. They've almost bridged like the gap and stuff. So yeah, no, 100% get that. I feel like people need to like start focusing more on just being able to create content rather than I don't know, like I feel like this is almost selfish, but focusing on other aspects of their content and stuff, and start working on actual relationships with other people to just get stronger bonds within commentary.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, people like have been bitching about the commentary community not being a thing for like time now, for like years now. But it's like, dude, you just gotta consistently upload, like consistent streams, consistent uploads, and I mean, eventually time will do its course, and eventually there'll be like more of a sense of community, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Like I feel like with shorts at least, I know that's something that you've only recently just discovered. But with shorts, that's something that they've been able to do very well. Is they've introduced commentary to a brand new audience, something that I feel like a lot of people have been trying to do for a while, but just haven't really succeeded. Like people like Veshremi and like Vince that like I told you about are people that are almost like the Leafy of like this new like era of commentary. Instead of this edgy stuff, you've got people that are roasting these TikTokers and stuff on shorts. So yeah, I feel like bridging the gap and making content is just really important at the moment. And you've done that, right? We spoke a bit about the tipster stuff, and I do believe, just adding on to that real quick, the tipster stuff very much reminds me of just like the Jalyn stuff that really like shot you into the limelight with a lot of commentary.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. That's like the golden. You need like to have someone to be like a retard for you to blow up in the space. It's like you've seen it with time and time again. Like Dumpy, he blew up like recently again from this whole Brent Rivera situation because Brent
Yeah,
Rivera was acting like a retard and like striked his videos or like copyrighted did something. I mean, Tipster's whole career was built off of Susie Liu like copyright striking his channel. So it's like you see it time and time again. You need someone to act like a retard and like to overreact to like someone making fun of you or something to propel yourself into like the limelight. Where it happened with me with Jalyn initially, and now it's happening to me with Tipster. It's like it's yeah, you need something like that, and Tipster's been the most recent case, I guess.
yeah, 100%. I feel like the locales of like small commentary and just commentary in general is something that's like very much needed. You need someone that's almost more retarded than a lot of people in commentary, right? Like Tipster, if you threw him in like a gaming server, for example, he'd fit right in. But within commentary, he's just a bit more retarded than everyone else. So I guess it's almost trying to find that perfect balance for like someone that you can sort of like point and laugh at regardless. Like Jalyn, for example, I feel like Jalyn was a prime example of someone who was really easy to point and laugh at, and like look at some of the most recent stuff and breakdowns and stuff that are still being like used for views and stuff because it's just so easy to cultivate an audience to point and laugh.
Yeah, it's so crazy. And unironically, dude, the similarities between Tipster and Jalyn are closer than one may think. Where initially a lot of people probably think Jalyn is way worse. But it's like, dude, the amount of memes for both Tipster and Jalyn are like pretty similar. Where Jalyn might be like a little bit worse because she's like falsely flagged. She's like screamed the hard R N-word in a Discord call to some
Yeah,
black dude. Which is better memes. But at the end of the day, the problem with both Tipster and Jalyn is that they don't know how to take a joke, where they
mhm,
overreact and get mad when people are just poking fun at them, which is what makes them
yeah,
look retarded to everyone else. Because it's like Tipster, people making fun of like people making divorce jokes or some bullshit like that, and him losing his mind on that one stream that I mentioned in one of my recent videos, him losing his mind at someone like Salvo. Whereas, where he just like consistently falls for these jokes and overreacts. And same thing with Jalyn, you know, she false flags my videos when I make fun of
mhm.
her. So
Well, 100%. I feel like it's almost stuff that's going on to iDubbbz right now is the fact that he's overreacting to a lot of the stuff that's going on, right? But whatever your personal opinion and view is of it, is he's like had this reaction which hasn't been taken very well by other people, and everyone sort of like universally agreed to point and laugh at him because he's had such a bad reaction to a lot of the people that are saying, "Oh, I miss the old iDubbbz, like her niece is like a slut or whatever it is," right? I feel like he's like a great example, like one of the bigger examples of someone that has got so many bad reactions to a lot of recent stuff and looks hypocritical, like Jalyn, like Tipster, like all of these people, that it is just so easy to create content and create an audience around someone like that.
yeah, no, true, true.
And for you, something that I do want to ask you before we sort of wind down with this is like we touched a lot on your like coming back and stuff and about you trying to upload consistently and moving forward within commentary. Do you have any plans to, I don't know, like do any other projects within commentary? I know it's very early to like ask anything to do with that because you've only just come back, but we did speak a lot about trying to connect more with other commentators and doing more stuff. So is that something that you'd want to do? Is like maybe have like a, I don't know, make a podcast or something, or do something within commentary that sort of makes you closer and gets connections and stuff to sort of like weave you back into like the commentary stuff?
Yeah, I was talking to Bo Blacks on the stream about this the other day, and I think to bring like more of the sense of community back, so to speak, is to
Hmm.
just have multiple collabs going, whether that's be like just talking on stream and just shooting the shit,
Yeah.
or full on videos of like shitting on the specific person and just getting everyone to just like know the main characters of commentary, and that is what I think will bring a sense of community back and everything. So going forward, I'm hoping to do some stuff like that, hopping on more streams or having like other people included in my videos. And then eventually I also want to start live streaming, similar to like the concept of what Tom Dark has got going on his channel, because I think live streaming brings like a sense of community, and it's how like you build like a cult audience so to speak, where it's like you
Yeah.
get the real fans. But videos, and I guess now shorts too, that's how you get like popular, and that's how you like get your videos to like blow
Yeah.
up. But to like maintain good loyal fans, I think live streams are pivotal to that. So incorporating those two aspects to my content and also collabs, I think will get me far, and I'm looking forward to it, you know.
No, 100%. I feel like that's why you see a lot of people doing like either live streams or podcasts. Like I managed to like do this podcast where, regardless of its like size or whatever, has almost helped in like just building a stronger connection between me and content creators that necessarily I wouldn't speak to outside of it. Like I never thought I would speak to Turkey Tom for like whatever reason, but like just having a podcast has been like enabled me to make that bridge that previously didn't exist at all. So no, 100%. Doing stuff like this of just speaking to people, doing collaborations is 100% the way forward for commentary to sort of give it like an actual proper face and a sense of community.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
And I do really appreciate you coming on the podcast and the little delays we had at the beginning. But no, I do really appreciate you just taking like 30, 40 minutes out of your day to just come on here and like speak your mind.
Dude, of course. It's a good coming on and sharing my thoughts. Hopefully bringing a sense to the community back, you know, getting my content out there and shitting on Tipster more and more, you know.
Yeah. And yeah, so I do thank you for that. And thank you everyone for watching today's episode of Trash Talk. Of course, everyone that's been in today's episode will be linked down below. But I've been your host, Samuel, and I will catch you in the next episode of Trash Talk.